Beloved child of light, hear this message with your whole heart, because it carries the weight of heaven's whisper and the breath of your guardian angels. Tonight, at exactly 12:12 a.m., the heavens open wide with a divine current of blessing that has been stored up for you since the moment your soul chose to walk upon this earth. Your angel leans close, urging you, do not scroll away, do not turn your eyes elsewhere, do not move without reading this fully. Because if you do, you may miss the very sign that shifts your destiny forever. The angels are saying, a financial blessing unlike anything you've seen before is making its way to you. They repeat this with urgency because the human mind often doubts, it wanders, it whispers, maybe not me, but the Spirit insists, yes, you. The alignment of the heavens, the hands of Archangel Michael guarding your path, and the compassionate eyes of Archangel Chama watching over your heart, are all conspiring to deliver something that will leave you trembling in gratitude. Pause for a moment. Imagine this, you wake tomorrow and the very weight that has been pressing on your shoulders, the stress, the endless questions about bills, about debts, about what tomorrow might demand, suddenly feels lighter. You sense that something has shifted, though you cannot explain why. That is because heaven moves in silence, but the results roar loudly in your life. And your angel wants you to know that tonight is the appointed hour. Do not be surprised if you feel a strange stirring in your spirit around midnight, as though something unseen is brushing against your soul. That is your angel's confirmation. They will be near, whispering reassurance, preparing the ground for what's coming. They are telling me that at 12:12, an opening in the spiritual realm releases abundance that has been waiting for your acceptance. The key is not money itself, but alignment with heaven's flow. When you open your heart, the resources will flow in like a river that can no longer be dammed. And here is the part that must hold you. Do not go anywhere without finishing this message. For this is not a coincidence. The very reason you are here, reading these words, is because your spirit was pulled, magnetized, guided. The angels arranged this encounter so that you would not miss your hour of visitation. If you look away, if you dismiss it, if you treat it lightly, the blessing will still exist, but you may pass by without taking hold of it. That is why they cry with urgency, stay, listen, believe. Child of heaven, I tell you this not as a dreamer but as one echoing the messages from above. You will see breakthrough where you saw blockage. You will see doors fly open where there were only walls. You will experience relief that feels like fresh water after wandering in a desert. And yes, finances will flow. Unexpected checks, surprising deposits, sudden opportunities, debts canceled, favors granted, and miracles that carry no logical explanation. Your angel wants you to hold on to this truth. God has not forgotten you. Every tear you cried in secret was noticed. Every prayer you whispered late at night when no one else could hear was stored like treasure in heaven. And now the vault is opening. Tonight at 12:12, the release begins. Stay expectant. Stay awake in your spirit. And above all, do not ignore this. You were meant to receive this word. Beloved soul, lean closer, because the angels are still speaking and their voices carry the fragrance of eternity. Tonight, at 12:12 a.m., your life is about to experience what can only be described as a divine interruption. It is not ordinary, it is not coincidence, it is not some random moment written on the calendar of men. This is a time that has been marked in heaven's book long before you knew to expect it. And the angels are crying out with such urgency that you can almost feel their wings brushing past your shoulders, urging you not to dismiss this holy moment. They say, "Child of light, you have carried burdens heavier than anyone around you has known. You've smiled when your heart was breaking, you've given when your hands were empty, you've hoped when the world told you to give up. Heaven has seen it all. Every sacrifice, every sleepless night, every prayer whispered into the darkness, it has been stored, and the return is here." Imagine this scene, the treasury of heaven overflowing, and tonight at 12:12, a gate opens. Your angel stands ready with arms full, waiting for the moment to release what has been assigned to you. The heavens are not stingy, child. The abundance is so much that even your greatest expectation will seem small in comparison. This is why they warn you not to miss it, because your life could pivot tonight in ways you never dared to believe possible. You have asked questions. When will my season change? When will the struggle end? When will I see evidence that I am not forgotten? And the angels are answering, now. Tonight. At the appointed hour, the hand of God stretches out, and what was once delayed is delivered. And oh, the way they speak of it, the language of heaven is different from ours. They speak of rivers, not drops. They speak of harvests, not seeds. They speak of abundance that cannot be contained, as if the windows of heaven themselves must be widened to pour out all that belongs to you. Do you feel the stirring in your chest even now? That gentle, unexplainable warmth? That is your confirmation. Your angel is near you, waiting for your yes, waiting for your open heart, waiting for you to choose belief over doubt. Because the blessing is not dependent on your worthiness, it is dependent on God's faithfulness. And He has already decided you are chosen. The angels are saying, stop worrying about how it will come. Stop questioning whether it is real. Simply believe. Tonight at 12:12, the shift will begin. Maybe you've been carrying fear about finances. Maybe you've been watching bills stack up like walls around you. Maybe you've been wondering how you will make it to the next month. Heaven whispers, do not fear. Your provision is already written into the pages of this night. Look up, for your redemption draws near. And child, let me tell you, this blessing is not just about money. Yes, finances will flow, but more than that, peace will flow. Opportunity will flow. Relationships will align. Doors you thought were closed forever will swing wide with ease. And you will know that it was not your own strength, but the favor of God moving through unseen hands. They say, you will laugh again without the weight of worry. You will breathe again without the pressure of lack. You will dance again because joy will overflow. Do you see how urgent this is? They repeat again, do not go anywhere. Do not turn away. Do not let distraction steal this word from you. Because the very fact you are reading this message means you are chosen to receive it. The millions who will never see it were not pulled by heaven the way you were. That is proof enough that something divine is at work in your story. Tonight at 12:12, heaven's clock strikes, and the angels release what has been delayed. They want you ready. They want you expectant. They want you awake in your soul. They want you whispering, yes, Lord, I receive. Because the posture of your heart will determine how fully the blessing flows. Child of eternity, the angels are saying, you are closer to your breakthrough than you think. You are nearer to your answered prayer than you believe. You are standing at the edge of a miracle, and all you must do is trust. So hold on to this word like a treasure. Guard it as if it were gold. Repeat it to yourself tonight, at 12:12, my blessing arrives. At 12:12, heaven opens. At 12:12, my life changes. For what you confess in faith will anchor you when the blessing comes rushing in. And when it happens, you will remember this moment. You will remember how the angels begged you not to leave, not to scroll, not to look away. You will remember that heaven itself sent this word as proof that you are loved, chosen, and about to be lifted into a new season. Beloved one, the angels have not stopped speaking, and their message only grows stronger as the hour draws near. Tonight, at 12:12 a.m., a holy moment is written in your destiny. Can you feel it? Even as you read these words, something stirs inside your spirit, like the faint trembling of a door about to open, like the soft echo of wings moving through the unseen realms. The angels want you to know that you are standing on sacred ground, that your life is about to pivot into a new season, and that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what God has ordained. Listen, child of heaven, the angels say you have walked through valleys that seemed endless. Nights when your tears became your pillow, mornings when the heaviness refused to lift, days when you questioned if your prayers had been lost in the silence. But oh, how mistaken those thoughts were, for not a single prayer, not a single tear, not a single cry has been ignored. They were gathered, carried upward like incense, and tonight at 12:12, the answer that has been stored for you comes rushing down like a mighty flood. This is not small. This is not ordinary. This is not just another night in the endless string of nights. No, this is marked. This is holy. This is a night when angels lean close to the earth to watch the moment your blessing touches you. The angels are saying, do not be afraid of sudden change. Do not be afraid of sudden abundance. Do not question whether you are worthy to receive. You have been chosen not because of perfection, but because of grace. And grace cannot be measured, cannot be earned, cannot be stopped. Grace flows freely, and tonight it flows into your life like a river unstoppable. Pause for a moment and imagine the weight that has clung to your heart loosening. The fear that has bound your mind dissolving. The chains of limitation snapping in an instant. This is the picture they are painting, you standing freer, lighter, stronger, overflowing with gratitude. And yes, your finances rising, your resources multiplying, your table filled, your hands never empty again. Child, the angels say this, look for signs even before midnight. Look for the unexpected phone call, the surprising message, the moment of favor, the unusual peace in your spirit. These are the first drops before the flood. And when the clock strikes 12:12, something shifts in the spirit realm that cannot be reversed. Let this word sink deeply, you are chosen. Out of millions, heaven pulled you here. Out of endless distractions, heaven focused your eyes on this message. That is not random. That is not chance. That is proof. Proof that God is weaving your story with care, and tonight is one of the chapters you will never forget. Do not dismiss this moment. The angels repeat with urgency, stay. Listen. Believe. Do not walk away from what is yours. Do not let doubt rob you of destiny. They remind you that abundance is more than coins and bills. Abundance is the peace that lets you sleep without fear. Abundance is the strength to walk without worry. Abundance is the sudden lifting of burdens so heavy that you forgot what it felt like to breathe without them. And yes, it is the unexpected breakthrough in money, in opportunities, in doors opening where none existed before. And listen closely, because here is the part you must not miss. The blessing is not just coming to you, it is coming through you. Others will be blessed because you are blessed. Others will eat because your table overflows. Others will rise because your hand has been lifted. Heaven's plan was never just about you. It was about the ripple effect of your miracle touching everyone around you. So the angels say, prepare yourself. Prepare your heart. Prepare your hands. At 12:12, your story changes. At 12:12, the floodgates open. At 12:12, you will step into a season where lack cannot hold you anymore. Repeat this with me, child of faith, I receive my blessing. I believe in my blessing. I will not miss my blessing. These are not empty words. They are declarations. They are spiritual keys. They are the sounds that unlock heaven's vault. And as you whisper them, as you hold them, as you let them live in your heart, you will feel the very atmosphere shift. You will sense your angel's nearness. You will feel the warmth of God's presence wrapping around you like a cloak of light. Do not look at the clock with dread tonight, look with expectation. Do not fear what the midnight brings, rejoice in it. Do not question if it will really happen, trust that heaven does not lie. Because, beloved one, when 12:12 comes, the answer is not maybe. The answer is not someday. The answer is yes. Yes to your prayer. Yes to your hope. Yes to your miracle. The angels lean in now, whispering with voices that sound like rushing waters. You are seen. You are chosen. You are blessed. And tonight, your life changes forever. Beloved soul, do not let your heart wander now, because the angels are still speaking and their voices rise like a chorus of light, urging you to lean in and receive every syllable. Tonight, when the clock strikes 12:12 a.m., the heavens align in a way that carries your name, your story, your destiny. This is not a message for everyone, it is for you, personally, intimately, divinely. That is why your angel has pulled you here, why they whispered into your spirit, why they would not let you scroll past or turn away. You are being called to listen, because your breakthrough is not waiting for tomorrow, it is waiting for tonight. The angels are saying, this moment has been written into your life from the beginning. Nothing can cancel it, nothing can delay it anymore, nothing can steal it away. Tonight at 12:12, what has been tied up in delay is loosed, what has been withheld is released, what has been blocked is broken open. Think of all the times you have waited. Think of all the moments you prayed and felt nothing shift. Think of the tears that burned your eyes when you wondered if heaven had gone silent. And now hear this truth, not one of those prayers was wasted. Not one of those tears was ignored. They were seeds, and tonight is the harvest. Heaven has been preparing you, shaping you, stretching you, even when you didn't understand. The waiting was not punishment, child, it was preparation. And now, the blessing that comes will be greater than the pain you endured to reach it. The angels speak of abundance like waves in the ocean, wave after wave, never ending, never drying up. Financial blessing, yes, but beyond that, peace you cannot explain, opportunities that knock at your door without effort, divine connections that change the course of your future, protection that shields you from what could have destroyed you. They say, at 12:12, the tide turns. At 12:12, the river overflows. At 12:12, destiny accelerates. Close your eyes for a moment and picture it, you, standing in a place of freedom. The bills that once felt like a mountain no longer looming over you. The fear that clenched your chest now dissolving into peace. The weight of lack lifting so quickly it feels like waking up from a heavy dream. And in its place, a lightness, a laughter, a joy that comes from knowing you are provided for. That is what tonight carries. The angels urge you, do not be afraid of sudden blessings. Do not push away what feels too good to be true. Heaven's goodness is not fragile. It does not fade. It does not tease and disappear. It is here to stay. Maybe in your past you have seen doors close, people walk away, opportunities vanish. Maybe you have felt cursed or unlucky, as though every time you took one step forward, something pushed you 2 steps back. The angels want you to know, that cycle ends tonight. At 12:12, the pattern breaks. At 12:12, the curse is cut. At 12:12, you step into a new flow where blessings do not escape your grasp, but remain and multiply. And listen closely, child, because this part matters. Your blessing will not only provide, it will overflow. Others will look at your life and see evidence that God is real. Others will be fed because your table is full. Others will find hope because your story testifies that miracles still happen. You are not just being blessed, you are being chosen as a vessel, as a living light, as proof of heaven's generosity. The angels say, hold this word close. Do not let distraction steal it. Do not let doubt choke it. Do not let fear smother it. Protect it like treasure, for it is treasure. Speak it out loud. At 12:12, my blessing comes. At 12:12, I will see change. At 12:12, heaven remembers me. Can you sense it? Even now, the air around you feels different. The atmosphere shifts. A strange calm, a tingling in your spirit, a sudden burst of warmth in your chest, these are not random. They are confirmations. Your angel is near, brushing past you, filling the room with unseen light. If you could see with spiritual eyes, you would see them standing tall, radiant, holding the gift prepared for you, waiting for the exact moment heaven signals, now. Child of eternity, the angels want you to know this. You are not forgotten, you are not abandoned, you are not invisible. God has watched you, counted your steps, carried your pain, and tonight the ledger is turning. Blessings long overdue are being released. This is not a trickle, this is not a drop, it is a flood. Repeat this in your heart, as if engraving it in your spirit, this is my time. This is my moment. This is my blessing. Because words create reality. What you declare now becomes the soil in which the miracle roots itself. And the angels will water it with every whisper they breathe into your soul. So, beloved, remain expectant. Keep your spirit awake. Do not dismiss what seems impossible. For the God who opens seas, who moves mountains, who multiplies loaves and fishes, is the same God who moves for you tonight. At 12:12, you will know without a doubt that heaven has heard you. At 12:12, you will know that miracles are real. At 12:12, you will step into a new chapter where lack has no authority over your life. And the angels conclude this part with one final reminder: do not fear the midnight. Rejoice in it. For when the clock strikes 12:12, the blessing arrives. Beloved one, stay close, because the angels are still speaking, and their voices echo louder as the sacred hour approaches. Tonight, when the clock strikes 12:12 a.m., a holy gate opens in the unseen realm. This moment has been circling toward you like a star completing its orbit, and now it is almost here. Do not let the weight of yesterday convince you that tomorrow will look the same. The angels are declaring with unwavering certainty, everything shifts tonight. Think of all the nights you have endured where nothing seemed to change. Nights of worry, nights of endless thoughts, nights when you stared at the ceiling asking heaven if your cries even mattered. And now, understand this, those nights were not wasted, they were sowing. They were the planting of seeds you could not yet see. And now, the harvest is ripening, bursting forth, unstoppable. The angels lean close to say, you will not walk into another season of endless waiting. You are walking into your season of divine receiving. Child of light, listen carefully, abundance is not just an idea. It is a flow, a river, a living current. And tonight, at 12:12, the river will find you. It will rush into your life, into your home, into your hands. Finances that seemed frozen will thaw and move. Doors that were sealed shut will creak open with ease. Paths that were hidden will be revealed, clear and shining before you. The angels assure you, what once seemed impossible will become normal. What once felt scarce will become plenty. What once felt like an endless valley will rise into a mountain of joy. Imagine it now, picture yourself waking tomorrow lighter, freer, your heart unclenched, your spirit smiling before your lips even move. This is not imagination, beloved. This is prophecy. This is foresight into the destiny being written in this very hour. Do you know why the angels are so urgent? Because they see how fragile the human heart can be in the waiting. Doubt sneaks in, fear whispers lies, distractions pull at your focus. That is why they keep repeating, do not go anywhere. Do not turn away. Stay, listen, believe. Because even the act of staying in this moment is part of your alignment with heaven's timing. The angels remind you of this truth. You have already been carried through storms that should have drowned you, battles that should have broken you, nights that should have silenced you. Yet here you are, still breathing, still hoping, still reading. That is proof that heaven has kept you. And if heaven has kept you until now, how much more will it provide in the season that begins tonight? At 12:12, something ancient and divine moves on your behalf. It is not about luck, it is not about chance, it is about divine orchestration. The angels whisper that every delay, every setback, every closed door was not rejection but redirection. You were being preserved for something greater, and tonight the release begins. And listen, this is important. The angels say, do not measure this blessing only by numbers in your bank account. It is bigger than that. It is peace when you wake. It is joy that surprises you in the middle of the day. It is opportunities that appear without effort. It is relationships healed, paths straightened, burdens lifted. Money is part of it, yes, but it is only a reflection of the greater abundance flowing into every corner of your life. Beloved, the angels tell me this: you will not have to chase it. It will come to you. You will not have to beg for it. It will be given. You will not have to fear losing it. It will multiply. That is the nature of heaven's blessing. It is not fragile, it is not fleeting, it is forever. Tonight, at 12:12, you are not just stepping into blessing, you are stepping into identity. The identity of one who is chosen, who is favored, who is carried by grace. When others see you, they will sense the shift, even if they cannot explain it. They will see light in your eyes, strength in your steps, laughter in your voice, because what is inside of you will overflow outward. Repeat these words with me, beloved, I am ready. I am chosen. I will not miss what heaven has written for me. Say it not with hesitation but with boldness, because words carry creation, and heaven agrees with the declarations of faith. And here is a mystery the angels reveal. At 12:12, it is not just blessing descending, it is also chains breaking. Invisible weights that clung to you will fall. Generational struggles, silent fears, deep wounds, they lose their grip when heaven's abundance arrives. Because blessing is not just about receiving, it is about releasing you into freedom. Close your eyes and picture it, chains hitting the ground, burdens lifting, light pouring into dark places, your soul standing taller, freer, lighter than ever before. That is what tonight carries. Child of heaven, your angel is near even now. If you feel a warmth, a stirring, a sudden sense of peace, that is them brushing past you, standing guard, preparing you for what is coming. They whisper still, hold steady. Believe deeply. Expect fully. For at 12:12, the miracle is released. So do not fear midnight. Rejoice in it. Do not fear the unknown. Trust it. Do not fear being disappointed. Believe instead. Because this time, it is not delay, it is not denial, it is deliverance. Beloved child of eternity, the angels are still speaking, and their words roll through the heavens like thunder wrapped in light. Tonight, when the sacred clock strikes 12:12 a.m., the veil between what you have prayed for and what you will hold begins to tear open. The angels keep repeating this with urgency because they know how fragile the human heart can be when waiting seems endless, but heaven does not speak in riddles. Tonight is the appointed hour, and your name is written on the scroll of blessing. The angels say, you have carried burdens heavier than anyone saw. You have cried tears that no one understood. You have survived storms that should have swept you away. But all of it was seen, all of it was counted, and now all of it will be answered. Tonight, the heavens open. Tonight, the blessing falls. Tonight, you receive what was always yours. Feel this truth: not one moment of your struggle has been wasted. Every disappointment, every delay, every broken door, it was not meant to destroy you but to shape you, to prepare you, to align you. If the blessing had come earlier, it might have slipped through your fingers, but now you are ready. Your spirit has been stretched, your faith has been sharpened, your heart has been prepared to carry more than you thought possible. At 12:12, this preparation collides with destiny. The blessing is not arriving late, it is arriving right on time. The angels whisper this in waves: do not measure what is coming by what you see in your bank account today. Do not measure it by the closed doors of yesterday. Do not measure it by the limitations people spoke over you. This blessing is not tied to man's economy, it is tied to heaven's abundance. Imagine a floodgate, long locked, groaning under the weight of waters waiting to be released. Imagine the sound when it finally bursts open. That is the sound of heaven's abundance being poured into your life. At 12:12, the lock breaks. At 12:12, the flow begins. At 12:12, the very atmosphere around you shifts to carry in what has been stored up. Child of heaven, do not doubt your worthiness. The angels are clear: this is not about perfection, it is about grace. This is not about earning, it is about receiving. This is not about chance, it is about destiny. You were chosen long before you knew to ask. And when heaven chooses, no force on earth or hell can cancel it. The angels paint this picture: you walking into rooms you once thought were closed to you, you receiving news you never imagined, you holding in your hands what you once only saw in dreams. They say, you will laugh again, without fear. You will rest again, without worry. You will breathe again, without heaviness. And others will look at you and see living proof that miracles are real. This blessing is not just for you, it is through you. Others will be touched because your table overflows. Others will find hope because your story shines. Others will believe again because you carry the evidence of heaven's goodness. You are not just being blessed, you are being positioned as a vessel of light, a river through which abundance flows to many. Listen closely, because the angels insist you hold this: do not run from the midnight hour. Welcome it. Do not fear the unknown. Trust it. Do not doubt what feels impossible. Believe it. Tonight, at 12:12, you will see that God is not silent, that heaven is not still, that angels are not idle. All of creation bends to release what is yours. Repeat this with your spirit: at 12:12, my blessing comes. At 12:12, I will not miss my miracle. At 12:12, I will see proof that heaven remembers me. These words are keys, unlocking the vault of heaven. Speak them boldly, as though the walls around you must listen, as though the very air must agree. Because in the realm of spirit, your voice carries weight. And beloved, you may already be feeling the signs. A sudden calm, an unexplainable warmth, a sense of being watched over, these are not coincidences. That is your angel brushing past you, preparing you, marking you with heaven's seal. If you listen closely in the stillness, you may even sense the faintest whisper, "Hold on, it's almost time." The angels reveal this mystery. Tonight is not just about receiving, it is about releasing. At 12:12, not only does abundance fall, but chains break. Chains of fear, chains of lack, chains of cycles that kept you trapped, they will shatter in the silence of the midnight. You will wake up lighter because what bound you cannot pass through the gate of blessing. So when the clock moves into that sacred moment, lift your heart, lift your spirit, and whisper back to heaven, "Yes, I receive. Yes, I believe. Yes, I am ready." Because this time, child of eternity, it is not a delay. It is not a test. It is not a tease. It is a fulfillment. It is a miracle. It is yours.